Hello, welcome to October 25th, 2024. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation. Something that I do every morning, shortly after waking up, to remember my life objectives and principles, those which I outline and describe in my book, Going Alone. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with any particular noteworthy challenges or opportunities. Because it can go both ways, right? Sometimes the challenges are the opportunities and vice versa that I met in the last 24 hours. And how I dealt with them. If I dealt with them well, or if I have ways that I can improve my management of said challenges and opportunities. I think about how I slept last night. I think about, remember the 8 objectives of my life. And I think maybe reference the 35 supporting principles. And I prepare for the coming day, this new day that's here. And then lastly, I prepare for death. See if I've got all my ducks in order. Can you tell I'm not as energetic as usual? And it's not just for lack of a haircut, which I really need to get. It's just so hard to do logistically up here in the desert. I'm worn out a little bit from thinking. So many things going on right now simultaneously. Trying to, of course, do my job. I'm also trying to secure my visa, my entry permit for Japan. Going through the process of potentially buying a house, maybe making a decision as soon as next week on an offer, and all that that's entailed. Plus, wrestling with my concerns about ending my career in the next, month and a half, 2 months, month and a half now. And I'm sorely tempted to extend it another month, just for safe measure. Or maybe it's for my own peace of mind, so I can delay this, I can push back this decision. No, not push back this decision. It's like a reckoning, right? The reckoning. If I can push it back a month. And there's all kinds of attendant good things that come with that. But it is just a pushing back. I'll talk to my wife tomorrow about it. We made a date for a talk tomorrow to talk about a lot of things, the house, this, which I haven't talked to her about. She doesn't know that she knows that I'm having my apprehensions about stopping work, but she doesn't know all the things that are going on in my mind, the rationale that I'm using. And I have to sort that out between now and my talk with her. I need to sort the rationalization that I'm using from the underlying fear that I have, which is the fear of not having a job. Maybe it wouldn't be so hard if I hadn't suffered from not having a job in the past. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. As for last night and yesterday, I think I just wrapped it all up, right? I slept seemingly well, but I don't feel rested as a result of all these thoughts. Though I don't remember being up or anything like that. It's just that they were there. Yesterday was a pretty good day, although I wasn't very busy. Work really didn't have a lot for me. That's another part of all this, right? How can I hold on for another month of this in-between nothing stage of work? No, because I'm not one that likes getting paid if I'm not performing well, if I'm not doing good things. It'd be better just to cut the ties and go. Well, I'll think about it and I'll talk to my wife. And it helps to talk like this too. It helps me to straighten things out. Okay. My creed consists of 8 objectives. To be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of my time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully to keep my balance. And all these things you can learn all about them in my book, Going Alone, and the various videos in the book reading series that I've done. I'll get more into them once I get to Japan. All the more reason to get there, right? So I can start diving deep again with this stuff. Not these cursory, 5-minute explorations, which hardly wet the whistle in terms of my appetite and interest for thoughts about life. Okay, as for today, it's a day of work. I start a little later, that's why I'm up with the call of Chanticleer, the the cock crowing in the next property over. I'll get started. I'll get back to my place, upload this, pour myself a second cup of coffee, and get started in earnest. And put these worries and concerns aside for a little bit, and attend to duty. Am I ready for death? You bet. I mean, that sounds so cavalier. You bet. It's not like I want it. It's just that, if I were to die right now, at my funeral, my daughter wouldn't have to say he left anything undone, because I didn't. It's all done. So I guess that's what I mean by having things right. I mean, what other criteria could there be? I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe having a tenant soul that needs any salvation. All I need to do is make sure that I have my house in order, my relationship sound, and my life's work complete. And they are. So yeah, I'm ready to go. And with that, I'm ready to go back to work, or go to work. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.